Here we go. First game, first cast of the day. It's triple D. Let's call it that. Versus Tiger. Nope, it's Daddy. Don't even know how to short that. Maybe I'll just say the Norwegians or something. So it's third division this time around. All these guys are Norwegian. I don't know them well from the Norwegian Discord, while the other team based in Russia, I believe. And the first map, at least the first casted map here, is Bedouins. I'm not too sure about the order of playing, but it doesn't matter. The draft is per map. So maybe this is Triple T's home map then, since they've been able to snag the Indians, the absolute best civilization for this map. Indians, 10% faster collection of shorefish, and shorefish is already a very fast food source, so that's why Indians are great on this map. Also, Indians have great mobility, of course, in fully upgraded cow archers, or more importantly, their Imperial camels. Ooh, going straight for the edge woodline here from Sunset Fire. Black Baby setting up the TC on the edge here, playing as the Spanish, by the way, but I think that has to do with the stone. As the Spanish, you want the stone secure because you want to play the conquistadors, and for conquistadors you need a castle. So if you have safe stone near your starting TC, you'll be able to wall off your core area. You'll need to secure some gods as well, but yeah. Usually people place the TC on the shortfish right to speed up the early food collection, but in this case, stone definitely makes sense because Spanish conquistadors need the castle. And finally, Berbers for Nixishin. Since they snagged Indians, maybe they expect the opponents to play the Mangudai from the Mongols or cow archers elsewhere. Doesn't look like it from the Norwegian team's civilizations, but yeah, Berbers, good cavalry civilization regardless. 20 and 30% discount to the cavalry in the Castle Age, 50%, and 20% cheaper in the Imperial Age. Not to mention the unique unit, the Camel Archer, which is also the go-to counter for cavalry archer play, and a good standalone unit aside from that as well. Now for Tiger, nope, it's here. It's Daddy on the left-hand side with the Vietnamese. Getting that Vietnamese bonus, you'll see the town centers of the opponents as soon as they completed building them. That's the Vietnamese civilization bonus to get to know the enemy TC location. Rattan Archer from the castle, but looks like it's Daddy here wants to play the straight archers. Pretty heavy emphasis on food here, but there's the barracks, yeah. So I'm gonna play the archers. Team wall, definitely an option for both teams here. You spawn on the same side, right, for Bedouins, so you'll see players team walling early. Often enough. Oh yeah, with the Lithuanians here. So he will want to... He's playing the pocket, and he will want to... yeah, get a little bit of a boom going, collect some relics maybe. Actually, nice relics disposition here for Hoya with the Lithuanians. Their positioning is closer to Team Norway overall. And there's two back relics here that should be easy for Hoya to fix, which means that they'll won't need to get to the attack upgrades as early. We'll be getting them instantly for some extra attack once the relics are collected. Nope is going up at 18 pop here. He's with the Chinese. It's with only 12 seconds of idle TC time, so that 12 seconds is comparable to an Indian's 16 pop up because of the free starting. 3 additional starting villagers for Chinese once you complete the town center. Going to gold here, so Nope going to play the archers as well. Conventional scouts, archers, push here maybe. And see, Triple T, they didn't start walling yet. Not really. So they're vulnerable to scouts archers now for sure. First player up is Nope. He's gonna drop the... Ooh, his barracks is a bit late. So it's a bit low on wood for an archer's play here. Maybe a little bit optimistic feudal age here. But he does get double bit axe, which is very important for the wood income. And here goes the rage, so not that much of a delay, especially not with the early uptime. Belgians says I'm more scared of Spanish than of Indians. Both are predictable, but Spanish feels harder to counter. Yeah. The big issue is upsetting the Indians' economy in this map, I think. Like Spanish have the aggression, while the Indians have the economy and the easy boom with all of the shortfish and the option of a very early scouts. And you need to damage them a lot, and you can't neglect. So when you have both Indians and Spanish, that's a big issue, because you essentially have to obstruct both from Spanish from the aggression potential of the conks, and Indians because of the economy more than anything else, that they will always be ahead in a sense if you don't do lots of damage. Alright, single range for its daddy here, taking the wood next to the TC first, which means no lumber camp, which means no double bit axe just yet. Fletching coming in though, and first archer popping out as well is set out to make that straight fast castle a bit on the awkward side for Nixtishin here. But not having a lumber camp and not getting double bit, that is going to hurt the archer's production a little bit here. Rider. It's a horn, not a trombone, rather. Get your facts straight. Uh-oh, TC shooting archers here. But I'll take it. Good morning, Rider. Oh, market usage here for Nixtishin is going to go up to the castle age, or is going up to the castle age, in fact. And they're all up to the castle age here. Triple T are killing it here with the uptimes. Indians up at 22 pop, which is ridiculous, frankly. Straight into the second DC here. How is that even possible? Villagers. Indians eco is just so sick on this game. Trombone is just a more complicated horn, I think. I think it's the other way around. The trombone and horn are both about 4 meters of metal, but the horn is tangled in all kinds of directions and wrapped up in a circle, while the trombone is just one big piece. Here goes the castle from Nixtishin. I'm going to keep the archers of its daddy out, of course, and we're going to go straight for the camel archers here for Nixtishin. Black baby with the castle as well. Gonna go for the conquistadors. So they're essentially just going to buy time for Sunset Fire's boom to kick in here. Sunset Fire actually not opening the scouts with Indians here, but straight into the boom. Could be greedy, could be very efficient, we'll have to see. So Horde boys equals, or veteran trombone boys, nah, don't distinguish between that. Both instruments have their difficulties. Second easy for the Spanish as well. I don't even understand how they're able to pull this off. But that's just Bedouin's economy for you. No eco damage done whatsoever for Tiger Nope just yet. Nope is going to the Castle Age at 35 villagers, 15 military as well, so he's going to have a healthy chunk of crossbows. Right, to assume Triple T shouldn't go for any former archers. Yeah, probably. Takes a long time to get to those Imperial Skirmishers though, but I'm sure that having the Vietnamese and the Imperial Skirm potential is going to be handy against Camel Archer and Conquistador's masses, but you won't get to Imperial Skirmisher until Imperial Age, so I don't think it matters all that much. I think, in fact, that Triple T will be doing too much damage before that comes into play. But they are beginning the walls here. And Hoya has some knights out as well. He's also playing the boom here, but the Indians has a huge head start. 51 villagers, 10 more villagers than Hoya. What's better, tower shields with Lithuanians or the extra Vietnamese HP? I think extra armor still is better, maybe. But of course the extra hit points, I wouldn't mind that either. Both lets you dodge more arrows or take more arrows before we go down, so. TC number 4 for Hoye, he has also collected 1 relic, so he got that +1 attack and also +1 defense. Oh no, some nice pickoffs here now from It's Daddy. He's with 34 villagers now, 19 archers as well. As Nope moves out with the crossbows over here. He's going to be on his own against the Indians, but the Indians player actually doesn't have any military whatsoever, so it's a good call of Nope to move in and try and deal some damage. Thumbring is in because Chinese cheaper eco technologies helps out quite a bit. Ballistics on the way. For sure going to get some villagers now. Yeah, true. Extra HP with the first melee, extra armor with the other range, but Skirmisher isn't a melee unit anyway, unless you're... Isn't it one civ that gets a unique tech that removes the minimum range of Skirmishers, or no, maybe not. It should be. That would be kind of fun, because it's not a strong unit anyway. Second castle up for the Spanish here now. Only 4 conquistadors out, but they're working together to clean up some Vietnamese crossbows here. Good work of It's Daddy to target units here though. That's a decent fight. Oh yeah, coming underneath TC Fire here is joining in, but they're going to train somewhat evenly. I think it's the Inca's unique technology rather, but don't quote me on it. Extending the economy at home here, the overall eco is still 30-40 villagers ahead for Triple T here. +2 defense coming in for Sunset Fire as well, so the camels will be entering the field en masse quite soon here. Looks like we might see Nope joining in with the others over here. No, not going to see a 3-1 situation. He wants to stay closer to home base to be able to hold the aggression away. That's some army dominance from Tiger Nope, but Triple T with the eco situation well ahead here. I really want to see Tiger Nope It's Daddy wall the middle here as well, so they have a functional team wall that would be very nicely set for to keep the raids of the Imperial Camels out and whatnot, but they're going for the local walls for the time being. Cool, let's see in the Incas tech. Nice. Indians cavalry have extra pierce armor as well, so they'll withstand a little bit more crossbow or ranged fire than your generic camels. And looking at the Eco Sunset Fire, yes, lost 5 villagers, but still keeps a 15-20 villagers lead over Hoya, the other pocket. I don't know where these guys were going, but that didn't end well for them. Yeah, post-Imperial, Imperial camels from the Indians are just bulletproof. They still, if you have a huge ball of arbs, you could still take them out, but they're stupid strong. Yeah, that's a good thing they removed the last armor from Indians, because when they added the pierce armor, that is, with a patch. Otherwise, they would be truly busted. They would be top tier, probably best pocket civilization out there, because you'd have a cavalry counter with bonus damage to buildings that's also basically as tanky to ranged fire as the Frank's Paladin, probably. So, can't have that. So both sides honestly preserving their numbers well here. Sunset Fire has been taking the most losses with trading versus Nope here, but of course with the eco advantage of Sunset Fire, almost twice the eco of Nope. Sunset Fire will be able to afford a lot more. Yeah. I remember that game. It was crazy. Denying the castle here for now, that's good. Hoya also going Imperial Age, so at the very least getting a tech advantage for the knights here. 5 stable knights for Hoya, almost 100 villager population. Good hit and run micro from It's Daddy here as well, cleaning up quite a few of the camel archers, but Triple T, they have a massive equal lead at this point. Even if they lose lots of armies, they have a much easier time replenishing them. Great trade though. Look at the military numbers here, 52 to 21, and Hoya is in Imperial Age. Set up nicely for a push here now. But they haven't really obstructed the eco of Triple T all that much, so that could be of concern. When Nope has been losing some army mass over on the side here as well. He's a bit Triple Rangers producing. He has the home base safe-ish as well. So he tries to bring in another relic, but the camels will spot him. But he has 3 relics now, so there's still great value for the Lithuanians there. Yeah, trading crossbows for conks. Good trade for sure. This looks like so much fewer crossbows than there are. These are 28 crossbows. And then Hoya with the 12+4 attack now for the Cavaliers. Not forging in, getting Aryan forging. Not too shabby. Doing some decent damage here, but here comes a forward castle on the right hand side for Sunset Fire. Indians get bombard cannon. Obviously they do get trebuchets like any civ does. And they'll break through here, and then the Nope will need something to deal with the camel raids here. The cavalry raids is going to the Imperial Age, which means that Arbalest will be popping in. But lack of siege weapons to fortify the push forward now is backfiring, or it's a problem for Tiger Nope. Unfortunately, they need to take out castles and open up more for raids. Did take out TC, good value. Took out some villagers, obviously, taking down the TC as well. heavy camel now coming in for Sunset Fire. That's somewhat bad news for Hoye's Lithuanian's Cavalier. But he does have 3 relics, so that means that if forced to take a fight before Imperial Camel comes in, you could still justify it, even if it's not a fantastic trade for the Indians Cavalier. Getting some raids down here on the Indian side, forcing the Indians to react back home, but they're raiding each other. There's heavy camels raiding at Hoye's home base as well, and he doesn't have military to deal with that here. Nobody on the team have Halberdier teched in just yet. Which should go pike for Tiger Nope. Maybe Chinese because of the tech discounts. And the fact that they have full upgrades. So it's an easy switch to make. Oh, Hoye has been raiding better than Grey here, 45-15 KD, right? So Sunset Fire is losing more villagers than Hoye, and they're both replenishing at from all 4 TCs. Imperial Camel now on the way as well, while Chemistry kicks in. Gives me the idea Sunset Fire wants to mix in some bombard cannons eventually. We'll also have great hand cannoneers to deal with any pike switch if need be. But these raids need to be dealt with, and Hoye's best option are the Cavaliers. 12+5, still 3 relics. Yeah, I think he should be able to clean that up though with that extra attack. Maybe not. Well, oh, Imperial Camel is in, that complicates things, but too few camels left. That's a cleanup. Arbalest is in for Nope, but the Imperial Camels are in as well, and Nope at 37 arbs here to 5 stables production of Imperial Camels. Yeah, it's true, Indians villagers are 20% cheaper in the Imperial Age, so if they lost roughly the same amount of villagers, it's still easier for the Indians to replenish them. Now enter the Berbers Cavalry as well, so Nixishin has abandoned the Camel Archer idea and gone full Cavalier. Which is 20% discount for the Berbers. You could also go heavy camel if you need to, but you have the Indians Imperial Camel, so why would you? Castles all around makes raiding a lot more awkward as well, and the stray camel archers could be used to raid on the left hand side here as well. Imperial Camels now at large in Hoye's base, and he'll have to stay at home to deal with his Paladin coming in. Paladin with that extra attack. You'll need numbers advantage to deal with the Imperial Camels with them, but I'm actually not sure if I agree with the Paladin choice at this point. There are lots of Imperial Camels out, so Cavalier numbers might be better, or simply to yeah, there's not going to be many Cavaliers here to benefit from Paladin, unfortunately. And Daddy pulls away with the Arbs. Look like he wants to help out there, but just shies away. I'm out of here, I don't want to fight these guys. Actually, I have no idea where he's going now. Nixishin getting some raids in on Nope side here. You could say that Rider, and you could also say that Triple T, they don't have any Arbalest civs. So going Halberdier for at least one player on Tiger Nope, that would make perfect sense, I think. Even if it's a team game and you'd risk running into ranged units, Camel Archers maybe, but if they get close enough to the if the Halbs get close enough to Camel Archer, they still deal damage, right? Nope is taking a big beating here. No sign of any. Oh, there's the halb switch actually from the Chinese. Halberdier is in. Upgrades coming in. Just unfortunately happening a bit too late here, because the Siege Engineers is in for the siege weapons. So they will be dealing more damage per hit. Could also use the bomber cannons to cripple the arm numbers. Oh, the Treb being focused down, that's great value as well. Left hand side, Conquistadors raiding, not elite, but Conquistadors they are. Spanish have Paladin as well. Oh no, there is elite actually. 18 attack. Beastly villager killers. Oh, yeah, with the Paladins now, 5 stables of Paladins, getting Bodkin Arrow for castles and TCs probably. And but struggling to keep production going here, unfortunately. It could be a gold issue as well. Not yet. But the way Triple T are pushing now, they are gaining or keeping their villager eco advantage that they've had a long time, for a long time. And since they're keeping this pressure up, there's nothing to stop them from setting up trade if they need to either. But there's still lots of gold to be mined here, so no rush whatsoever. Just a matter of time, says bogus, and quite right. It's just about going for the kill here. Yeah, so 30-ish arbs, they do 1 or 2 shot the Imperial Camels, do they? Or is it? Yeah. Getting some good hits in. There's not much left on those spaces. Trying to relocate, but they're constantly being subject to raids here, and the Indian's pocket is also playing the mobility very nicely. Tiger Drop can win this if Triple T deletes their whole army and half their eco. I have a feeling we won't be seeing that, even though that would be some flex if Triple T did that. Arbs versus Conks. I don't know, it's a decent mass of Arbs. Nixishin running in between 2 tanks on Arb fire here, but Halberdiers getting closer as well. This would mean most of it's that this army is going down though, so while it's a good trade for the Arbs, you're gonna have to replenish all these numbers. And yeah, Elite Conks closing in here. It's still a very cost-efficient trade for its daddy though, you have to say. It's lots of kills for this group, and they have 48 HP, so they are not to be messing around with. Half the HP of a Conquistador. More forward castle. Elephant Archers now! Elite Elephant Archers, now we're in for the flex here. Imperial Camel and Elite Elephant Archer, now they're actually trolling. Now they're actually trolling here. Time to Trolling, that's the actual name of the teams. TTT. So. Paladin's actually half efficient against these Elephant Archers, but there's also Lithuanian Paladins, so they have extra attack. The Svoya actually have 4 relic. He managed to snag a 4th relic. So he has a full relic output for the Paladins here. So they're not giving in lightly here, this team. They're actually looking at the eco here and to the pressure they've been under. This Tiger Nope, they are really putting up a fight. They're still behind by 60-70 eco, and they have like a gazillion castles to deal with here. but they got that fighting spirit. Five paladins for Oya here. Of course, Lithuanians full relic paladin versus Berber's cavalier. That's Lithuanians win any day. But Nixishin could go heavy camel. Now that the Indians player has been making some elephant archers, it seems to have abandoned that idea again now. It's back on the Imperial camels. As makes sense against the solid masses of Paladin for Oya. And looking at the gold situation, oh, Nope is hoarding lots of gold. He should sling. He should definitely sling his teammates some gold. Because Hoye is selling stone for gold now, so if they'd communicated that, then it should be a lot easier for Hoye to keep production going. He didn't receive anything. They haven't slung at all. It's allowed to sling in the Imperial Age. That's enough cog to bring down castles. Yeah. 75 elite conquistadors. That's pretty ridiculous. Nope. Send some gold. I guess Hoye isn't struggling for gold just yet, though. He's still making pallets. So many castles. Stonewall Suicide keeps raids from entering easily. Elite skirmishers in. I guess you could get Imperial skirmisher like Nope is doing as well. Eventually, Hill Force for Hoye. Extra rage for the town centers. Nice. Underrated deck. But it's not going to be enough, unfortunately. The Elephant Archers and Conks raiding Nope into the death. And first game goes to Triple T. GG though. It's a hard conk life. Yes. But if they had 100% accuracy, they would be blatantly OP. Well fought by Tiger Nope. It's Daddy here, but it is Triple T taking the first game. Economy of the Indians, as we can see, even with the raids and everything, is just well ahead, much earlier. Cast age, 15-14 cast age, ridiculous for a noble start. Yeah, I remember the OG conks. And Samurai doesn't help a lot, does it? Right, second game. It's 2 game sets. It's play all 2, as we say. Runestones is the next one. Basically an Arabia clone. Let's see what they have in store for us here. Should be some different civs, unless Triple T are in a maximum trolling mood. Never played Total War, no. I did have that game, I just never played it. So what do we have here? It's Daddy playing the pocket this time around. He's playing the Franks. Which means he has one of the best pocket civilizations in the game. Doesn't help when he's wasting food like this though. Shame on you, it's Daddy. Yeah. 20% hit points increase for the Franks cavalry. And 35% cheaper castles, instant farmer upgrades, all recipe for success for a good pocket civilization. Rune salts, always 4 woodlands or so encircling your base, so you should have an easy time walling off your core areas. Left hand side, Britons for Hoye, 20% faster working ranges for the team, and we have a repeat of Vietnamese, this time around played by Nope at the top side, so it's also going to benefit from that 20% faster working ranges. As for Triple T, we have a Sunset Fire with a Magyars pocket here, so no direct eco bonus for the Magyars, but their scouts are 15% cheaper. And they have fully upgraded cavalry archers, they have fully upgraded paladins. They generally have lots of things going for them from pocket, but they are falling behind to other strong pockets because of the lack of a Dark Age eco bonus. So top side, decision with the Ethiopians here. 20% faster firing archers. And 100 food, 100 gold once you reach the next age, which makes it a bit easier to afford fletching, bodkin arrow, these kinds of things, or even men at arms in the village, while still keeping other production going. On the south side here we have a black baby with the Mayans. Discount on the archers line throughout the ages, 10, 20 and 30%. And longer lasting resources as well, so the boar, everything is like 15% longer lasting. Tiger just goes Night Skirm as a GG. Night Skirm shouldn't work in team games. Because the cavalry units will easily take out the skirms. Both teams will be playing Scout Archer, Knight Crossbow, Paladin Arbalest here. And whoever has the meta down the best will be crowned the winner, I believe. Nice and early scouting here for Warrior. He could actually have gone for the lame here. He's not going to find builders to snipe though, because Mayans always get loom instantly because they start at pop cap. Excision playing it safe here, starting with a full wall off. It's pushing in the hunt. Oh, didn't take the second boar yet. Pity Nope was looking away just then, and that patrolling scout didn't catch the builder. He should have just stolen that, to be honest, to set back the Ethiopians. But I guess Nope wants to preserve the scout HP for the drush opening instead. It's the pre-build drush, as you can see, because it's just now building the drush. Ranks is pocket. Yes, they are. Oh. Okay, neither player in the village here. Good reaction by Excision here, keeps the economy safe, and Nope will be looking for stray builders. Quick walls again, they're flexing the quick wall skills. But that's one builder idling at least, so you'd argue that this is value from Nope. And see him hitting two walls at the same time. He's going to break through, maybe. These are still Dark Age walls, so it's easier for the infantry units to break them. Looking at the pockets, by the way, it's 21 pop to 20 pop scouts here, actually. Which should work out for the Magyars because of the discount. Good aggression from Nope here, though. He's he's idling. Right, there's one builder idling for Nixishin over here. Nixishin will be making the straight archers and eventually clean up this rush. Feudal Age right around the corner as well. Since Nixishin is significantly earlier to the Feudal Age, he'll have no trouble taking out Nope's scout with his own scout in a 1v1 fight. It's that is up, and in the meantime Sunset Fire is finding a stray builder here that will be taken out, I think. Yeah, good spot by Sunset Fire. Gets the builder there. While the Mayans player is walling off and maybe just... okay, the range is here, so there's going to be some archers, but... Could be just one range, some archers harassment on Hoye's side, and then quicker and smoother castle age. Yeah, the combination is better always when you have Britons on the flank like that, because you will have a huge advantage for your flanks production of archers. But having Magyars in the pocket from Sunset Fire also gives an advantage in terms of... Uh-oh, could get trapped here now. And that +1 attack, that melee attack kicking in instantly, means that the Magyars will be able to some extent match the Frank's extra hit points. Brush backing off now. I think Nope wants to move on to Sunset Fire in the pocket. It's wide open, and you usually don't expect the Drush to hit at pocket base. So that's what Nope could have done here, to move on and just try and obstruct Sunset Fire a bit instead. Or some reaction with the scouts at home, maybe. Which Civ Comp benefits more the longer the game drags. Well, Ethiopians have amazing siege, if that should come into play, but it's still the Britons with their extra range in the Castle and Imperial Age. If they get to full ARBs, they have a ginormous advantage, both with the production speed and the sheer strength of the units. And Frank's Paladins, they are also the strongest in the game. They are stronger than the Magyars because they have more hit points and full upgrades. And Chivalry from the Castle, that will boost the production speed by 40, so you could easily outmass the Magyars. Yeah, definitely stronger for Tiger Nope, it's Daddy here. Scout production is ahead for its Daddy here, but that could be a conscious choice of Sunset Fire as well, to try and hit that Castle Age sooner. Good spot, seeing a Grey Scout popping in here. Full on Scouts fighting in the middle, but Nixishin meddling in with the archers here now. Has fletching in as well, does fire faster. And it's one that it's Daddy can't take, at least not until Scale Barding Armor is in. So now Nope is moving on to try and hit the pocket with the opening Drush here, which will definitely force a reaction from Sunset Fire, who could of course just small wall things out. Yeah, so 1v1s and team games are different, of course. Franks aren't necessarily that strong in 1v1 Arabia, right? But in team game pocket, they're amazing. Good trades by Hoya over here. He's cleaning up the Britons, the Mayans numbers. But with the 10% discount on the archers of the Mayans, it's an easy replenishment. Is it only... No, it's 2 rages for Hoya as well, so Hoya should be with the production advantage. However, he doesn't have fletching yet. So that's a bit of a concern. The blacksmith is up, fletching is not in. However, having the numbers most certainly makes a difference as well, as long as you get close enough to make use of that. It's 8 archers to 10. Hoya currently not producing. He might actually be idling here to get to fletching, or maybe he's just forgot about it. He has the food and gold for fletching, he's just not getting it. Maybe he forgot. Grey archers now on Nope's side here. Nope has 12 archers as well. He has to pull them home to clean this aggression up. He's might take some losses, but shouldn't be too nasty. He's trying his best to dodge archer fire here, pull the woodland back, but he's gonna lose these two, I think. Ah, yes, the reinforcements coming in. Maybe he gets away with only 1 village lost. Good defense. While on the south side, still no fletching for Hoya, but he's getting Castle Age. Ahead of the Mayans, so he's going to get to crossbows before the Mayans here. He's going to get to that extra range, but as you can, speaking of range, you can see that Black Baby realizes that Hoya doesn't have fletching, and he uses that range to maximum advantage here, pulling towards the hills, using that extra range and damage to trade more evenly than you'd think with Hoya having the obvious numbers advantages. Where is that fletching though? Maybe it's that glitch where you click an upgrade and you're dead sure you clicked it, and then you didn't do it after all. Happens to me all the time. I click an upgrade. I know I can afford it, and still it doesn't register. This can be pretty annoying at times. But sometimes you have to realize that fletching isn't down here, and that's hurting you a lot. Especially when fighting in almost equal mass here. Well, it's actually equal numbers now with everything. Huge disadvantage not to have that +1 range. Pretty balanced, yeah. It's steady with some peculiar walling here, but it's managing to fully wall off at home. Could be an advantage now that Grey still isn't completely faster. I don't know if production speed of crossbows are faster than archers. Could be. I never thought about that. Oh, there's fletching for you. Finally, he realizes as he's about to click Bodkin, he realizes it's only fletching coming in. But thankfully, being the Britons, once fletching is in, they'll still have the equivalent range to Bodkin. And Black Baby just pulls out of here. That is not going to be a good idea to try and push Hoye now that Hoye is in the cast stage and the Mayans player still has 1 minute 20 seconds to go. Ooh. Huge power spike in the cast stage for the faster production. So cast stages are in for the pockets. They're matching in economy. It's triple stables for Daddy though, and it's only 1 for Sunset Fire. But it's still going to be a 2 vs 1 scenario on its Daddy's or on Nope's side. But its Daddy is joining in with a few knights as well. So we'll see who trades better here. No ballistics, as you can see, for the Ethiopians just yet, but firing faster and a deadly mass of crossbows here, outmassing Nope, who has mixed in some skirmishers as well. Ballistics coming in for Hoye. He is going to deal some significant damage to the Mayan side here. Good hit while on the way to the gas station crossbows, but there's crossbow for the Mayans as well. And instantly a pound center on the main gold as well, and the woodland, so it's a good DC for the Mayans. Thornbrink could decide this. Still need the numbers though. But it helps for sure. Yeah, but Ethiopians have access to Thornbrink as well, so if Britons get Thornbrink, then Ethiopians get it as well. And they get their faster firing rate back. And Thornbrink is more of an anti-cavalry thing than it's amongst archers, really. Plus 2 defense is in for, well, fully upgraded knights for both pockets here. Does look like the Magyars player has a few more though, which is not playing into its Daddy's favor here. The Mangonel comes in, but the TN knights are on point. That Mangonel is gonna go down before it gets a shot, unfortunately. It's a distraction that allows Nope to focus down some more knights though, so, but most of the orange knights go down as well. As the green and purple players are hitting each other at home base. It's Nope taking the largest beating to us. Sunset Fire is extending the economy, seems to have a lower idle TC. Maybe not actually, but somehow has an eco lead. No Mangonel hit this time around, no. Oh, and another wave of crossbows. Good move of Nixishin here to split up the masses, divide the attention, and Nope has to decide whether to hit left or right. On the other side, Hoye is getting good trades as well. 9 kills here, looks like he cleaned up or forced the Mayans crossbows to move home as well. Yeah, they moved back home. But I think Nope has been taking larger hits here. 15 village losses down to 33, whereas the Mines is at 37 and about to add a third DC. So even with the massive damage done by Hoye, Nope has been taking a worse hit here. Let's see the manual shot. Oh! Ooh, nice one. Nice one. 36 to 25 now. Still more numbers for the Ethiopians though. Problem is that the Franks player is not contributing much. It's been a little bit too impatient and sending in too few units to match. It's a better flood of units from Sunset Fire. Actually, it might be more beneficial for its daddy to help Hoye with Britain's push on the other side instead, but that would mean leaving Nope to die as well, so it's always a matter of choices and when and where to push. Constant on the defense from Nope here, and they're hitting from the same area all the time, so it really hurts not having the walls fully completed here. Third DC for the Franks now, and okay, looked orange for a moment, but that's Nope's DC. Oh yeah, still pushing here with the crossbow masses, is enjoying his Britain's time here. Slinging isn't allowed rather, so there hasn't been any sling. But maybe some market trading. I think Hoye wants to move on to hit the Magyar's player at home base now. Could be risky actually, because you risk running into a chunk of knights with the full upgrades. Crossbows about to break in at home base for Hoye as well. He does have some units at home. Is it enough to clean it up though? He pulls back towards the DC, gonna lose some villagers here, but nothing too crazy. He's been killing lots more than he's been losing here. Getting Imperial Age for that extra range and attack eventually with Bracer for the Britons, but now doesn't really... Yeah, we'll have to divide the attention here. Actually with Arbalest here, it's a bit awkward to move out now and reveal the archers before Arbalest is in, because when he gets Arbalest in, it's going to be no match for the Knights masses. Yeah, it comes down to pocket positioning, doesn't it? An engagement close to home base here, home field advantage for its daddy here. This could be a decent cleanup, but Triple T is again ahead in economy here like the previous game. They are about 40 villagers ahead. This is a great fight though. They're going to clean up some masses here and establish a military numbers lead. Hoye commits the crossbows to raiding and pushing Sunset Fire at home here, but he's also going to lose crucial crossbow masses before that Arbalest Bracer upgrade. Imagine the value these guys could have had with Arbalest Bracer before moving in, but of course the clock is ticking, you need to do damage as well. Arb coming in, Bracer not affordable by the looks of it. Too little gold for Hoye to get Bracer, which is arguably more important for damage output. 17 crossbows only. And now the Mayans player with the castle forward as well. Shouldn't be an issue if Hoye is able to get the castle up of his own, but he hasn't been mining stone, so he would have to rely on capped rams to take out this one. So, military advantage again for Tiger Nope, but lagging behind in the economy. Mayans player going Imperial Age as well, which will unlock Arbalest and Elite Eagle Warrior if you'd like to as well. Trebuchets to take out production. That's a great castle actually. It's right on on the hill here for a fallback point, and so just gathering up the crossbows here and firing at the production while waiting for that Imperial Age upgrade and Arbalest Bracer to come in. 5th TC for the Ethiopians here. Nixishin booming like crazy with the with the Ethiopians here. 28 villager kills as well. A healthy economy overall. Cavalry. Oh, Mangonel's taking out cavalry. That's funny. But it's 12 knights to 25, twice the armies of Teal here. Do have Imperial Age for its study, but just casually strolling in here these knights. This is an unfortunate hole. And yeah, that is going to hurt big time on Orange's home base. Oyut 40-5 KD, and Armass is raiding again, but that isn't going to help their team when the raids like this are happening and completely incapacitating your pocket. Also, perfect timing, honestly, by Sunset Fire here to raid at this point, because its daddy is on the way to the Imperial Age, can not at all risk losing it, sir. Yeah, Magyar has been fully upgraded for a long while. Been like that for since early Castle Age. Yeah, so has to commit the armies at home to clean up. We'll clean up the raids, but if you look at the cavalry numbers, replenishing is happening here. Doesn't even bother to plug the hole here. And yeah, can't help but feel like that's not going to be enough here. Some plumed archers mixed in by the mines here as well, so making use of the castle for production purposes as well. And you have Magyar's cavalry raiding here as well. Might not even need Imperial Age to close this one out. Triple T. Just keep pumping out numbers. They're beginning the stone walls to secure a trade route as well. One minute 15 until Cavalier, but no plate barding armor, so those raids really obstructed the income of its study. Is also struggling for gold for the upgrades here, has enough gold miners, but yeah, there it is. There's plate barding armor as well. Yeah, chasing arms with knights, never a good idea. Never a good idea, especially when you're massively outnumbered. Probably just a mismanagement here. A castle going up topside here for Nix's Shin, and shitloads of Arbalest here just shredding town centers with their fast firing arrows. $110 military to 85 now, 50 villagers lead as well, so overall population 70 or 80 ahead here for Triple T. Bit micro in the knights here. Actually, if he gets us around, that could be a decent cleanup. It's only one defense for Hoya here, so pretty weak to melee attack here. I think the knights actually get a favorable trade here. They are not allowed to get us around though. Hoya is focusing all of his attention over here. Would want green to delete the walls here, but the arms will come to clean this up, no problem. I'm not sure what the barracks are for. I mean, it's quite a decent chunk of Cavalier for the ranks, but you don't really need to add in the pikes here or helms here, do you? At this point. Nope, somehow made it to Imperial Age here as well. He's at 30 crossbowmen, but he's massively outnumbered by the Ethiopians, of course. Making the helm switch is good to have, obviously, and stone walls half complete across the map as well, so they'll have a very nice and safe trade route here. 40 military lead for Triple T, but they're capitalizing on the military lead even more as well. And these armies need to move out and deal damage, not just idle around. Siege engineers for the Ethiopians. Are we going to see some torsion engines masterpiece here? Or just the bombard guns, which is fine as well, of course. Nice mobile siege unit. Ooh, yes, shotguns would be cool, actually. It's a fun raiding unit. Fast and high attack. And now bombard cannons and shit tons of ARBs to hit its daddy's home base, who is also mixing in light cab now, so the gold might be of an issue again. 0 gold miners, no gold income whatsoever, and it's 1 TC on the neutral gold there, but that's Nopes and not daddy's. Choke point for the ARBs here. Nope joining in, but this should still be a good, decent-ish trade for Triple T, even if it's Nixishin alone here. It fires faster with the Ethiopian's Arbalests, and will take out quite the numbers of paladins, and its daddy is struggling for gold, so it's not going to be easy for its daddy to replenish paladin numbers back to a crucial basis. It's twice the paladins for Teal at this point. Stone walls are about to complete on the left hand side for a trade route that's already running as well. They tap out and call the GG, and it's a 2-0 for Triple T here. So that's it. Nice Britain's KD for Hoye though, and it's that with a positive one for some reason as well, but it was a little bit too passive from the pocket position and didn't keep up with the production. So that hole in the base was unfortunate, of course, but I think those lights would have broken through regardless. Nixishin with the highest eco, all with the Ethiopians here, and Frank's not too shabby either. Yeah, eco kills. I don't distinguish between eco and army kills in that sense. A KD is a KD. That's actually a fascinatingly low villagers count. So it proves how much Mayans can still do taking these losses. Such a strong economic civilization to recover, with the cheap archers to produce as well.